Welcome back, everybody. I am Spirit of Life Alchemy, and this is your full moon in Sagittarius reading for the 14th of June 2022. So, as always, I will use my El Goliath shadow deck, and we have got the Wisdom of the Oracle. Yeah, couldn't remember what the cards were called then. Okay, what do we need to know for the full moon in Sagittarius on the 14th of June 2022? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate these energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective for the full moon in Sagittarius on the 14th of June 2022. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we've got community. Then we have serendipity. And to the sea. So I'm laughing because I've been doing my work in the lead up to this full moon in Sagittarius. And one of my metaphors for the last couple of years has been a certain ship that I have that is in well, it's actually the new moon solar eclipse, summer solstice energies, 21st or 20th, 21st of June 2020 was when I just saw, I had the first image of this ship. And it's like, so when I was doing my work over the weekend for this this full moon and what the energies were, and what do I want to put into a ritual, it's like now's the time to board the ship. So to the sea coming out is a little message for me as well. So hurrah! So community, serendipity, sort of what I'm seeing. In fact, all three of them, sort of finding your tribe, connecting to your tribe, people on similar trajectories or energies or pathways or missions as you. Trust in the divine plan of it all, that you've all come together for a reason, to support each other and things like that. And now it's now time to go. You aren't on your own. Trust. You're in a community. Even if you feel on your own, you're in a community with Spirit, with your guides and the ascended masters and archangels and everything like this, your ancestors. You're never on your own. You're always surrounded by helpers and guides. It may be you have a community of people or a tribe of people around you as well. But whichever, trust in the divine timing and serendipity. No need to stress. It's all happening as it's meant to. And it's time to go. So you might not even know where you're going yet. I don't know where I'm going. But just step into the water, get on the boat, go with the flow, see where you're taken. So let's see what the cards have to say. I don't want those in there. So, okay, what do we need to know for the full moon in Sagittarius happening on the 14th of June 2022? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What helps, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate these energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. Let's see, what do we need to know? Okay, so we have strength. In fact, I'll show you all these cards once I've put them out. Eight of Swords, Masks, Two of Pentacles came out earlier today. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Cups also came out earlier today. The Expansion, Nature, and then at the bottom we've got the Hierophant, we've got Justice, we've got the Ace of Cups, we've got the Nine of Cups, we've got the Star, we have the Empress, and we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, we've been getting quite a bit of story just recently in the underneath cards, the subconscious stuff. Okay, let's just put those out there. Okay, so where we find ourselves today. We've got the Strength. Usually the Strength card in many decks is number 8. In this deck and in several others I use, the Strength and the Justice card are interchanged, and we do have Justice come out as well. So we have the Strength card, the Lion and the Cobra. Okay, and the Strength card is about taming your wild beast within. The lower vibration, the shadow side, the old stories, the what's the word I'm looking for? How you've been restricted or kept down and kept small. Now is the time to step into your inner strength and shine. Okay, and this is because the Eight of Swords, the imprisoned bear, were breaking through the ice ceiling. In this card, this bear is trapped underneath the ice. In the Judgment card in this deck, the bear's broken free, and this is about breaking free from the invisible barriers that we put around ourselves. Okay, get into our own inner strength and breaking down those invisible barriers that come from acculturation. They come from our family, you know, schooling, work, the system, the external authorities around us. Come back to that in a moment. But yeah, so we have the opportunity to break free from that. And as we break free, we start shedding the mask. We all wear masks. We've all been kept in line wearing our masks and everything, hiding our authentic self. Our authentic self is that inner strength. And as we break free of these invisible barriers, the ice, keeping us in line and everything, then we can start shedding the masks and start becoming our authentic self. Okay, this is called the Hidden Wolf in this card. Sometimes, you know, people, the phrase the sheep in wolf's clothing, this is the other way round, that we are the wolf. And society has kept us as sheep. Okay, now's the time to stop being a sheep, to shed that docile energy and step into your fire and your energy and your inner strength. I'm going to just check what it's appealing. Oh, the juggling stuff. So Spirit is giving us an opportunity, a choice. We can stay as we are, or we can shed the old skin and step into our authentic self. We may be contemplating that decision, maybe contemplating sort of, weighing up the pros and cons. Often with this type of thing, we don't suddenly just do it all in one go. We're backwards and forwards, and that's been a theme of the energy of the last week, of this backwards and forwards between worlds, 5D, 3D, stop, go. It's like that. With these decisions we come to over time. Okay, and as I said, this previous week, we gradually liberate ourselves from the old paradigm, from the old patterns, the old stories, the limitations that others have put on us, the limitations we put on ourselves. And so you may be juggling with that. It might be, you can feel very vulnerable when you step out of those protections and sort of stand on your own and everything. And it could be quite scary, and so you shrink back into yourself for a bit, but then sort of that force within you, that strength within you, doesn't let you hide for long, and you find yourself going, and it's like, oh, it's not quite so bad this time, and then gradually you develop this strength, you develop this confidence, you start becoming more of the new you than the old new. The old new gets too small, and you can feel yourself gradually shaking off the limitations of the past. And I've just had two images, one of the snake and one of the butterfly emerging from the chrysalis. It doesn't all just fall away. They have to sort of really struggle and rub their self up against things and like struggle to get out. And with the butterfly, then even once it's out and its wings away, it can't fly straight away. It has to open its wings. It has to let the wings dry. When you think about the hard work it is for a baby bird to break out of its egg, it's like it's strenuous hard work to break those boundaries and to move past those limitations. But if we keep working at it, resting when we need to, and then when we feel strong enough to do it a bit more. And that's tied into this next card as well, the Knight of Pentacles, which is the Aztec something, my God, my eyes, Aztec Hawk Warrior. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles is about patience, gradually doing it. As I said, we can't do it all in one step. It takes time, but with each bit we move a bit further forward. The clarifiers for this is we've got the Six of Cups, the reuniting water hole. Usually I see this about sort of, reuniting with people from the past. Today I'm seeing it as reuniting with other souls, with our community, with our tribe. And also reconnecting with higher parts of yourself as well. So an internal journey and an external journey. The expansion, the shedding snake, and nature, the seed of life. Okay, these energies are about that growth, planting new seeds. And as the nature came up at the new moon in Gemini reading, and then it was about sort of, sometimes for seeds to be able to germinate, there needs to be a fire to burn down the forest, the wildfires, and then the new seeds can germinate and can grow. Again, that is like sort of a destruction of the old, and I think that message is continuing on in this reading. But also that shedding old skins and things, June generally is a month of reset. We're sort of we're shedding old skins. We're accustomizing ourselves to the new us that's going to go forward into the rest of the year. Yeah, so there's not much outward movement at the moment. It's about sort of, you know, realigning yourself, ready for the next phase of the journey, going into July when the energies pick up again. Over here, we've got the Hierophant, the Master of Keys. We are the master of our own keys. In the past, in the old paradigm, sort of, we've looked externally for authority, church, school, and all the systems of society. And now we're leaving that behind, and we're taking that power internally. We're becoming our own masters. And this is very much in the last few years the journey of Pluto in Capricorn, especially the last degrees. We're seeing the old authorities falling away, and we're taking in our power ourselves. And another connection with that is also Neptune in the last few degrees of Pisces as well. That taking back our power, our authority, our God self. We're connecting in with our God self. Okay, and that leads into justice. So justice is the doves of equality, peace, harmony and balance and equality. This is what we're moving into, that's going to evolve over the next few years, the next decade. We're really sort of, this year 2022 is like sort of at the crux crossover point, and it's why it's so difficult out there at the moment. There's still a bit more to go yet, but as we awaken, as we connect into our own God self and things like that, as we move further into the age of Aquarius, that old paradigm falls away. And it's about connecting into the divine gift of love, filling our cup. Okay, imagining sort of it flowing, the water flowing up and flowing down and filling us up, and then as it fills us up, it flows out and out into the world and everything. And we form this circuit of love, of emotional balance, and starting on this new journey. Then we've got more cups here. We've got some lovely cards that we're moving into. We've got the Nine of Cups, the emotional wish card, which is the contented pelican with his mouth full of fish. Okay, what is it you want to manifest? Looking at the bigger picture of things, connecting on the 5D and your emotions and things like that. Where do you want your life to go? To the star energy, which is the cosmic something or other again. If my glasses didn't do this when I wore them all the time on the screen, I would keep them on, but all you can see is my windows reflected them. So yeah, the cosmic guide. So wishing, again, these two emotional wish cards, wishing on a star, hope, opportunity, creating the new earth, the new beginning, which connects in then also with the Empress card, the alchemical mother, creating the new earth, the rise of the divine feminine, bringing back into harmony and balance with the earth, and the divine mother, Gaia. So when we was talking about sort of the Ace of Cups and divine love and energy flowing down into us, filling our cup, and then as the divine cup overspill out onto the earth, and that connection with Gaia, with the earth, feeding and nurturing as she feeds and nurtures us. And that leads on to the Ten of Cups, the emotional happy ever after card, which is the joyous sky. This is what we're moving into. This is where to connect our energies into. If you want to do a manifestation ritual, or you know, whatever for this full moon, this is the energy to be doing, to be working with, and to call into your life. Call in the 9 and the 10 of Cups and the Star and the Empress and Justice from this filling up your cup. Fill yourself up with this, the emotions and feelings of this new future, and then manifest it out into the world for everybody. Okay, that's your full moon reading, full moon in and Sagittarius reading. Pretty much ties in with sort of the energies I've been seeing over the last few days when I've been looking at the astrology and things and connecting in. We're really sort of at this balance point of the year, this reset, letting the old fall away, another step of the way, and yes, stepping even further into the age of Aquarius, into the 5D, and starting to settle even more into those energies, setting sail on a new journey. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications from me. And if you'd like a personal reading from me, then please email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful full moon, and until next time, thank you for watching.